What's up, gents? It's David and the LaCroix is up in here.
The LaCroix boys.
The LaCroix
have
boys.
Dues shoes.
Yeah.
What kind of shoes you wearing today, David?
Sucks.
Damn.
Sorry, no free feet for the seekers out there.
This is our first Patreon content.
Yeah. Chat clip that. Sell it for $5. How you guys doing on this fine Wednesday?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's as far as Wednesdays go, I can't complain. You know, it's starting to get a little hot. It's that time of year that things are getting a little balmy out there.
Getting a tad warm.
Yeah.
Might rain this Saturday for the baby shower. Nadine's kind of freaking out a little bit, but it says like if it does rain, it's going to be like a 40% chance, and it's like just in the morning. So I don't think we have anything to worry about.
It's not called a goddamn baby drought.
I know, exactly. Yeah, we need a little shower for the shower. You know.
It's okay. Hey man, it's for me. At least for us as desert folks, that's good luck. That ain't bad luck.
Yeah, I'm okay with a little precipitation. You know.
Yeah.
Little precipitation. What else been going on? You guys been doing anything fun recently? Been engaged in any fun activities?
I hate to jump back into this, but I can't believe that I forgot about this last week. I was cleaning my one of the rooms in the house, and I stumbled upon plank.
Oh shit!
Oh my
God! I made
God.
plank back in the day.
A legit plank.
He's just been sitting around, and I was like, "Oh my God, why didn't I?" Totally forgot he was here. So, plank's here.
All right, we'll call back
Secret
to last
fourth
episode.
Host of Everything is Everything.
Yeah. Does that? I think that officially makes you Ed.
Oh yeah.
I think that
Johnny.
No, I thought Ed always had plank.
Yeah, Johnny does.
Johnny has a plank.
Gosh, big fan.
Who the fuck is Johnny?
Oh my God,
little bald kid.
Let's get on with the theme song.
Right,
what are we doing here?
I don't remember. No, I say when the theme song happens. Okay. It's my week. I'm running the show. You got one plank of wood, and you think you're all powerful over there, Mister. And...
I kind of did. Oh man.
Now your week has passed. The plank is done. I do have a question for you guys, though. Have you read any good books lately?
Like whole books?
Parts of a book, any book. I don't know. When's the last time you picked up a book and perused it?
Oh God, it's been an embarrassingly long time.
Like last year or so.
Yeah, all right.
Read a short story here or there, but if you mean like pick up a physical book, it's been a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
Do receipts count from the grocery store?
They should. They tend to be
if
long.
It's CVS, yes.
And they tell quite a story.
Long ass receipts.
But no, yeah, like a book. You know, I've been reading a book for quite a while now, and it's a book I've read before. And it's a book I'll read again in the future, and it's a book a lot of people have read and probably don't realize that they're reading. You know, probably the number 2 literary work in the world, right behind the Bible. So I went ahead and picked up myself a copy, and we're going to talk about it today. And today we will be discussing the Cheesecake Factory menu.
Everything is everything.
Everything is everything.
Everything
is everything.
Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is 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 everything is
everything. Is everything. Is everything. Is everything. All right. Yeah, guys. It's time. We've alluded to it in the past. We've gone over a few items here and there, but it's time to go through the whole thing. Not really. We're not really going to actually read the whole thing, but we are going to cover quite a bit about the Cheesecake Factory, its menu, its history, and just the overall cheesecakiness, if you will. So, made me a little presentation for you guys. Cheesecake Factory, no thoughts, just vibes. how a rule-breaking, design-confounding, menu-exploding chain became America's favorite sit-down restaurant. All right.
Is it really America's favorite?
I would argue there's an argument to be made, but
when you put as many qualifiers as David did, yeah.
All right, so the menu itself is an epic. It's over 20 pages long. It has 250 items. It's got quesadillas. It's got nachos. It's got pasta. It's got burgers. It's got salads. It's got everything you can think of: Chinese food, Italian, Mexican. It spans all the nations. It is the true cornucopia of America, I would say.
Now, David, are we going to get further into glam burgers, or are we glazing past this?
We will. Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not called a hamburger. It's called a glam burger.
No.
And that's a very important distinction. So, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Renee, Sheila, and the glam burgers. Some items on the menu have names like Renee's chicken and avocado salad or Sheila's fresh turkey sandwich. But who are they? Who's Renee? Who's Sheila? Well, Renee, I guess we should start at the beginning. Cheesecake Factory kind of came to fruition because Evelyn and I think her husband's name was Oscar. They started making cheesecakes. Evelyn found a cheesecake recipe from a newspaper, because where else did you find shit back in the day? It was in the newspaper, and she used it, tweaked it a little bit, and inspired her own recipe, and she started making cheesecakes. People love them. So they attempted to open their own cheesecake factory, like restaurant. It wasn't called a Cheesecake Factory, but bakery, I guess, is the proper terminology. I think it was in Chicago. Well, we're going to watch a more detailed video later that'll get all the details right. But anyway, they tried and failed, didn't really do that well. Came to California, tried again, and started doing pretty well. Started getting a cult following. And then her son, David, said, hey, we could do more than just cheesecakes. Also, I want a restaurant to showcase, my mama's cheesecakes. And so they started the Cheesecake Factory, and it revolved around the cheesecakes. That was like their main thing. I think they had like a total of like 30 menu items on the menu at the time, including the cheesecakes.
Those
and it was
Hollywood fat cats love to eat their cheesecake and laugh at us.
Yeah, they do.
Those
And at the
cats.
time, the menu was just stuff that he knew how to cook. So it was very simple, like burgers, omelets, like turkey sandwich, like very, very simple things. And then eventually it grew bigger and bigger, and people started liking it. And then he started going to other restaurants and seeing like, oh, people really love these items on the menu. I'm going to add it to our menu. And he would just do that with like all the Italian restaurants. Like every time a new restaurant,
like Thanos, he's like, yeah, I like that too. I'm taking that.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah. And his motto or thinking was, there should not be anything on our menu that or no, what was it? It was
that's any good.
Our menu shouldn't have anything that Americans don't want. Wait, what'd you say, Joe?
Nothing. No, go on.
Oh.
No, say it. Say it.
Yeah. Is there anything that's good?
I like it. You don't like the Cheesecake Factory?
I can't remember last time I went to the Cheesecake Factory. And when I did go, I didn't like cheesecake at the time.
Oh, you've grown to like cheesecake now?
I've grown to like cheesecake.
Oh, dude, you got to try the Cheesecake Factory's cheesecakes.
They're in the same camp. I don't think I've ever had any of the cheesecakes there.
Dude, they're pretty fucking good. Like, cheesecake isn't necessarily at the top of my list of things I like in terms of dessert, but their cheesecakes are, and they have just as many menu items as they have pretty much just as many cheesecakes. Like, they have a cheesecake flavor for your heart's content. They have key lime pie cheesecake, which is not even like how do you put the key lime pie into a cheese? They did it.
That's your example of a wild cheesecake? One of them.
Where else have you ever heard of a key lime pie cheesecake? They got everything.
Key lime pie. It's
key lime pie. That's not a cheesecake.
Gumball cheesecake, or like, hey, this one tastes like meatloaf. But no,
they don't have disgusting cheesecakes. I'm just saying they have a wide variety.
Meatloaf wouldn't temporarily be disgusting. Anyway, go on.
You're nasty.
Were you about to call me disgusting, David?
No, nasty. I said nasty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have a huge menu.
Yeah, and Renee's David's sister, and they just started adding items, right? The glam burgers. I don't think there's a really specific reason they call them glam burgers, Eric. I kind of looked into it. I couldn't find any I think they just wanted to, stand out from the pack.
We've been talking about where all of this glitter is going. And there's a big hint right there. 2 letters.
To the goddamn glam burgers. All right, so if you've ever been inside a Cheesecake Factory, you know that it is a design that defies time and space. It looks like an Italian artisan tried to recreate ancient Egypt from memory. It's just like its menu, its design is all over the place. It's pretty wild. You got... Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. I was just going to describe the features a little bit.
Well, I feel I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the eyes of Sauron.
I was just thinking that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got your little eyes of Sauron down here in the
over every booth. There is some fucking conspiracy theories about the design theory, the design plan behind every Cheesecake Factory. And I am not smart enough to talk about it. Or maybe I'm too smart to talk about it. But it's one of the, Satan's involved and all that shit, masonry and...
Right.
What does Satan have to gain from cheesecake?
It's funny. Any waiter
poor simpleton. No, I'm just kidding.
Every waiter describes chocolate cake or any type of cake as sinful. If you're gonna get a description of the desserts, I don't know. Okay. Maybe Satan does have something to do with it.
You think he's got an angle?
He loves them thick ass thighs, Chatwin. That's all I gotta say.
I'll tell you one thing. If it's not Satan, it's God, because the Cheesecake Factory should not work, but it does. Restaurant rules do not apply to the Cheesecake Factory. Industry wisdom says keep it small menus, simple, efficient labor. And the Cheesecake Factory says, no, fuck you. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want. We're going to have 250 menu items, and our servers are going to have to go through 2-week training courses to learn the menu front to back. And we're going to make all our menu items fresh in the kitchen from scratch every day. Honestly, the craziest part about it all is the kitchen. Okay, we'll get to that. But anyway, it's a feelings factory. It's not a cheesecake factory. The vibe is more. It's just more about the vibe than the food, because the food is good, but it's more nostalgic. You went there for birthdays, first dates, prom dinners. It's just nostalgic at this point, especially for us millennials, no? I remember I put these pictures up specifically. This is the Cheesecake Factory in Forum Shops at Caesars.
Yeah.
And I remember my family used to frequent this place like almost every weekend, maybe every other weekend. For a while, we were going to the Cheesecake Factory at the Forum Shops.
Hell yeah.
Can I ask? All right. So if you're I just got to believe that your mom or your dad had a favorite menu item because I'll get hooked on some menu item at a restaurant and I'll keep going back. What was what hooked them?
I'll tell you, it was the appetizers. It was the appetizers. It was 2 things. It was 2 things that we got every single time. The entrees sometimes would change, but 2 appetizers we got every single time. The avocado egg rolls and the buffalo chicken strips.
Oh, baby.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know what they do with their buffalo chicken strips, but them shits is so good and dipped in just the right amount of buffalo sauce. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Damn.
And specifically,
reverie over here.
Yeah.
It just looks like a church almost.
It is the church of vibes, my friend. And honestly, and at this Cheesecake Factory specifically, when we went to this one, this is when they had, they have the aquarium there in the middle. And they had the show. I don't know if you remember the show at the Forum Shops in the aquarium with the fire and the ice lady and the water.
The moving statues, right?
Yeah, exactly. The animatronics. Yeah. And so my dad, this is like core memories, would always like put me on his shoulders when I was younger. And like I would get to like see the show and we would like enjoy the show. Or like we would be in the Cheesecake Factory and then we'd hear the show starting. I'm like, Dad, the show's starting. And he'd like run out and watch the show with me. So it's just nostalgia, man. It's just
damn.
Every time I bite into an avocado egg roll, all those feelings and memories just come flooding back.
That's heartwarming.
Yeah, it's the factory. So we get to the crux of what we're talking to today.
It started as a 5-foot tall plaque.
Literally, they actually have like a 5 or 6 foot tall plaque version of this in the Cheesecake Factory headquarters. So
that's cool as hell.
Kind of nailed it. Yeah. So had about 26 to 30 items on it. I don't know if you can really see. I don't know if I can zoom in here. can't zoom, but they got the quiche of the day, roasted chicken, the factory burger, the super factory burger, hamburger steak, factory burger olé, English broiler, which is toasted English muffin, tomatoes, cheese, basically an English breakfast. Sharon's favorite, I don't know who the fuck Sharon is, the Beverly Hills, and then they got a bunch of salads, some sandwich creations, and then they got the cheesecakes. So, very simple stuff, nothing crazy. And then, like I said, they would update the menu with new items, but eventually they hit the limit of around 250, and they were like, all right, we gotta just, maybe we swap out some items.
They decided that was their limit.
Yeah, I know, right? We got all the way to
like
250.
a really sweaty chef in the back. Oh, there's no more room.
Oh shit! And then, so then they started swapping out menu items. We'll take a look at the Cheesecake Factory's most recent offerings. Let's see. These are the
follow their
newest.
Instagram too.
I don't know
Their Twitter.
I'm not that much of a fiend.
Gotta know the drops.
But these are the new menu items. So you got just some grilled asparagus, some honey roasted carrots, charred sugar snap peas, Asian cucumber salad. So we're starting off with some vegetables, something light, chicken and jalapeno fritters. Interesting. Got some ahi tuna and shrimp ceviche. This is where it starts to get really interesting. We got chicken shawarma on the menu now. Shout out to us Arabs. We got some representation.
I'm liking what I'm seeing next door. That
mortadella panino.
Yeah.
This is actually I've been wanting to try this. It looks really good. I love me some mortadella. Mortadella. They added a smash burger to the menu. Got some Thai stir fried noodles.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, going back to your good old days there.
Now that branzino, is that a fish?
Yeah, French. It's branzino is like a type of sea bass. My dad loves.
I feel like
branzino.
You're our waiter, David.
I'm building my own menu for when he asks us at the end, what we're gonna have.
Yeah, I've studied extensively. I've done a lot of research for this.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Japanese whiskey sour, huh?
Yeah. They're always evolving, always adding new things. So those are their most recent offerings. They used to have a lot of good shit on the menu too that they don't have anymore. They had the good crab cream cheese rangoons, the little wontons that you get.
Oh, that was an appetizer, right?
Yeah. Those were amazing.
That was great.
They used to have a crab cake and a crab cake sandwich. Oh, that crab cake sandwich was fucking amazing, bro. Let me tell you. It sounds odd, so fucking good.
No, dude. Sometimes I wish we all just moved to Maine.
I love me some crab.
Season 4.
Hell yeah. Season 4 in Maine?
We need a couple seasons to get there. We're not just going to teleport to Maine.
New Brunswick.
Yeah.
New Brunswick, Maine.
Yeah.
Everything is chowder.
So I guess we'll start with our first question. What's your favorite Cheesecake Factory menu item? New or old, or still on the menu, not on the menu? I know you guys might not be up to date with the current menu. But
well, you may have to... Chatwin, do you mind if I go first?
Please.
Thank you. You may have to help me with the nomenclature here, because I don't remember exactly what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was a jambalaya boy. They called me jambalaya boy, and I would always get, no matter where I went, if I was at Claim Jumpers, if I was at, anywhere.
Jambalaya man, eh?
Give me the jambalaya stat. And, Cheesecake Factory did a decent jambalaya. I believe they had shrimp in it. Good stuff.
They usually got that.
Yeah, so they have a Cajun jambalaya pasta.
There we go.
Yeah, and you can substitute it for rice if you'd like. My dad likes to substitute for rice if he gets it sometimes.
Sorry for laughing.
It's okay.
Very thought.
Everyone has their own, preference. But yeah, that is one good menu item. That is one. What about you, Chowin? Do you have any memories?
We were talking about it. I think if I were to order something today, it'd be something like didn't you say something like a chicken piccata thing?
Oh yeah, they got the
lemony,
piccata.
chickeny thing.
Let's see. I don't want to. I don't know.
They got chicken. They got chicken on this menu.
They got over 90 dishes dedicated to chicken. Let me tell you that much. They got 90 dishes just chicken.
Yeah, that
chicken,
looks pretty good.
Nice, good
chicken masala too. That would be pretty good.
Oh,
now tell me the truth, David. Are you always getting 4 little lemon wedges when you get your lemon chicken piccata?
Sometimes. Now the lemon chicken costaletta, this here, the crispy
That's
chicken.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I apologize.
Now this doesn't come with any lemon wedges, but it does come with a lemon sauce. And they forgot my lemon sauce last time, and I told you guys about it, and I was upset. I ended up making my own lemon sauce. I don't know if I told you guys. Because you can't eat it without the lemon sauce. It's just dry.
I love you, Cheesecake Factory, but we need to hold you to task sometimes.
Yeah.
That was messed up what you did to David.
It's all right. They made up for it. Well, someone made up for it. DoorDash, whoever. I complained. Yeah, I complained because I wanted my fucking lemon sauce. That's the whole point of the dish. Probably though.
David has a meltdown.
It's well, Louisiana. Here we go. This is probably one of my favorite. Me and Nadine's. We bonded over this when we were first dating. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but this is amazing. Amazing. You got me doing Trump gestures because it's so good. It's so good.
It kind of seems like a combo of what Eric and I just ordered.
A little bit. It's got Romano, like Parmesan crusted chicken, right? And that's super good. And then the Cajun sauce on the bow tie pasta with the peppers and the mushrooms. Fantastic. Love it.
Oh, you know what? I hate to get off topic here, but you know what came up the other day that I miss?
What's that?
Wagon wheel pasta. Wagon wheels.
Yeah.
Damn, wagon wheels hit different.
I feel like they're not the most practical of pastas, though.
I haven't seen them in grocery stores.
Yeah,
they're not practical, but damn it, that's what makes them beautiful.
When you nailed them, when they weren't like too brittle or too soft.
Yeah, so they didn't break apart. Yeah,
it's like you're a giant eating wagon. That's so cool.
I miss them.
If anyone has access to all that wagon wheel pasta, email us at everythingiseverything69@gmail.com.
Didn't they come out with a new pasta shape?
What?
Have you guys heard of that? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it starts with a C. I forget what.
Finally, some good news.
Yeah, right.
Cascatelli.
Cascatelli. Let me look at this.
What does it mean?
Hold on, I'll show you. It's I don't think it means. Wait, hold on. It's known for its sauceability, forkability, and tooth syncability. It's like pasta. You see it? You see the shape? So it's like it's got ridges and it's supposed to like hold the sauce. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know about that.
It's freaky, and I haven't seen it in stores.
I haven't either.
But does the casca of it all kind of creep you out, Chatwin?
It's like a little like playground slide.
Yeah, it is kind of
to like get sauce into your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could just make new pasta. I don't know what the rules are.
We're done?
You can, man. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
For the rest of eternity, we've already made all the pasta we can.
Bring back the wheel, Chatwin. Bring back the pasta wheel.
I got to reinvent the wheel. True.
All right.
Wait, David, did you tell us what your menu item was?
Yeah, the Louisiana chicken pasta.
Oh, of course. Okay.
That shit. Well, that and I'm an appetizer guy.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love appetizers, right? So their appetizers just fucking get me every time, man. I love.
Just think, little kid Vid is gonna be dragged to the Cheesecake.
Oh, hell yeah, he is. Hell
you go
yeah,
to forum shops, and you know.
It's funny that he's going to be dragged, and he'd rather go to like a coffee shop. And
the sliders are decent. Avocado egg rolls are a big one. Love these. These are like a 9.8 out of 10 for me.
Especially expanding on that picture, just letting me dream a little.
With that cilantro sauce, or tamarind cashew dipping sauce. Apologies, not cilantro. I'm pretty sure there's some cilantro in there, but so fucking good. Their nachos. I don't know if you've ever gotten their. The sweet corn tamale cakes. Hidden fucking sleeper. Love this, especially when we're fasting, and you know how we discussed like can't have animal products, right?
Yeah.
Fucking love this shit because it's all vegan or all vegetarian, whatever, and it's chef's kiss, especially when you get it fresh, and it's crispy because it's like crisp on top and bottom. And then like nice and mushy, and it's almost like it's a corn tamale. It's a corn tamale.
Is that a sauce they're sitting in, David?
Yeah, it's like a salsa verde, and then there's pico on top, and avocado slices, and sour cream, and then like a chipotle crema. Oh,
God Almighty,
beautiful!
Damn, that does. I wouldn't order it normally, but I could see if you were under like some restrictions.
Right. And that's the first time I ordered it was when I was fasting, and I was like, oh, this is a fucking sleeper. This is good as shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Their nachos, classic.
Now those
classic.
buffalo wings look a touch too red for my liking.
You know, they kind of do, but when you get them in
sunglasses, no, they look fine.
when you get them in person, they're perfect. They're perfect, I tell you.
That's how David's dad met David's mom.
Yeah, the good old Cheesecake Factory. All right, so we have what is today this monstrosity of a menu, and it's broken up into categories. We've got the welcome and the story, and then your drinks at the front, which is a bold move because usually it's drinks at the back, but no, cocktails, wines,
menu entirely.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get into the small plates, appetizers, clam burgers, sandwiches. They got lunch specials, pastas, everything, man. Everything you could think of, it's on this menu. Oh, we did this one already. Oh, they switch. The probably most impressive part is that everything is made from scratch daily, except the cheesecake.
That is the biggest lie Cheesecake Factory ever told.
That's what you think, and then there's receipts to back it up, right? All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Don't you see the slideshow?
Oh, sorry.
Don't you see the goddamn slide?
Yeah, you're right. It's set in stone.
We have a video presentation here.
Okay.
Why did it open like an Always Sunny episode?
It didn't it?
250 menu items a day. We open in about 45 minutes or so it's starting to come together. I've been in a handful of kitchens. I've been with Cheesecake for almost 15 years now, so I'm just so used to this kitchen.
Dang, look how big that kitchen is.
This is Chef Foray. Chef Foray, amazing. When you talk about care, finesse,
this
now
is
he's
just the herbs guy, bro.
Herbs.
This is just
fresh
the herbs
for
guy.
One dish that we sell, and this is for an herb salmon. And he's going through and he's picking his time. He's going to mince it up perfectly. And I can't tell you the other ingredients that go in there, but thyme is one secret ingredient on our fresh herb salmon. Obviously, be careful as you're walking through, but
Look
this
at
is
the fridges.
Heading into our prep kitchen. You can just see how our restaurants are set up. Plenty of storage that we have. We get all of our vegetables from Fresh Point, and we could talk. Actually, they're coming through the back door right now. Come on down. One nice thing about
Cue the vegetables.
Fresh Point, so each city that you go into, we have hubs in each city that we go into that they carry our specific product because we source high quality ingredients. So we have very reputable vendors, and all of our ingredients are sourced from high quality. We don't serve lunch meat at Cheesecake Factory, so this is the extent that we go to. Our chicken salad, we grill the chicken fresh today. We mix all the ingredients together.
Now, this is an older video, obviously, and they have mortadella on the menu now. But the fact that they don't even serve lunch meat, I didn't know that. Like, they make their own, slice their own everything.
You have to taste it, and it is to die for. That turkey is delicious. That's Chef T-Boy right there. He's cutting some julienne romaine for us, and he's putting it in a nice ice bath. And again, it's fresh. This gentleman's making holiday sauce to order for brunch today.
He doesn't get a name.
Throw some fresh bacon. So we cook bacon.
He doesn't what?
This guy.
He doesn't get a name.
Fresh bacon going in the oven. You can think of the simplest
You said he doesn't
things
get any.
in our restaurant that would be so
That
easy
either.
to take a shortcut on anything. But you look at something like just toasting coconut. So it's perfectly toasted at a certain temperature. It's golden. It's just one of those things that I could probably find toasted coconut, but it doesn't melt in your mouth like freshly toasted coconut does. It's tremendous watching this get up and off the ground every day. It's like a machine that's well oiled and it's just taking off. But it's tremendous to see it all come together. And you got to have great staff. And there's no doubt that we're one of the, where are we at now? Number on the top 100 best companies to work for? 27. We're number 27. We're going for 5 years in a row.
Yeah, so that video was obviously a bit older now. They've been on the top 100 places to work list for 11 years now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And for each kitchen, you see there's between 6 to 10 stations, 5 to 6 chefs per station. Not all of them are chefs. Some of them are sous chefs, boiler cooks, whatever it may be. But yeah, the most impressive thing for me is that they make all their shit fresh, which is pretty wild. Except the cheesecakes. Those are made off-site and then shipped to the factories.
David, if you have this upcoming, then I'll shut my trap. Did you research into why Cheesecake factories rarely close?
I haven't actually. They did get hit a bit when COVID came about. I saw that. COVID came and they took kind of a hit, but they were able to bounce back pretty quickly. In 2019, actually, right before COVID hit, they acquired North Italia and one other chain and started operations for them as well. And they've been doing pretty good as well. I'm pretty sure they opened in North Italia in Vegas, somewhere in Summerlin or something like that.
I read a tweet chain like last year. I apologize. I'd never be able to find it, but they were essentially saying that a lot of these cheesecake factories, once built and once there, even if they're just barely staying afloat, essentially their premises are too large, their kitchen's too large for any restaurant to really move into. It's like,
that makes sense.
You know, if restaurants are a metaphor for hermit crabs and shells, this shell is just too strangely shaped. No one else can kind of take hold of it. So.
Yeah, it's they've built out their buildings to their specifications because this shit should not work, but it works for them. The largeness, the amount of items on their menu, the number of people they need to staff the restaurants, and the kitchens alone, like it just shouldn't work, but it just fucking does.
It's the Sauron eyes. There's a little dark magic in there,
and that's where we get to how it works. Somehow it defies logic. It just doesn't.
Rules don't apply.
Yeah, it just is what it is. It's the Cheesecake Factory. Oh wait, no. Wait, there was one more video we had to watch before the thank you. Hold on. The history of the Cheesecake Factory, brought to you by Thrillist.
This is how the Cheesecake Factory evolved.
Wow, that's
from
loud.
Bakery to the epitome of strip mall fancy. Michigan, the early 1940s. Amateur baker Evelyn Overton finds a recipe for cheesecake in her local paper, and it soon becomes her specialty. Her friends and family love her cheesecake so much, she opens a small bakery outside Detroit. The bakery didn't last
Detroit,
long, but Evelyn continued to make cheesecake in her basement, selling them to local restaurants while focusing on raising her 2 sons. But in 1972, after her sons grow up and move out, the Overtons relocate to California and use their life savings to continue Evelyn's dream, opening up the Cheesecake Factory Bakery. Their gamble pays off, and the bakery develops a solid customer base all through Los Angeles. It's the American dream. Kudos to you, Cheesecake Factory. All you do for us.
Why does it feel like
Kudos.
Cheesecake Factory's about to scam me out of $1 million?
Wait. Hold on. That's not the end of the story. Not even close. 1978, David Marshall Overton, Evelyn's son, wonders what would happen if someone based an entire restaurant around his mom's cheesecakes. So, later that year, the Overtons opened the Cheesecake Factory restaurant in Beverly Hills. They sold simple sandwiches, salads, and of course, a full menu of Evelyn's cheesecakes. By the early 80s, David had become a pretty good cook and a very competent businessman. The Cheesecake Factory opened more locations throughout Southern California. This is when their menu started to grow bigger than Bon Jovi's hair and more random than America's passionate love for pet rocks. Have you ever wondered why the Cheesecake Factory is a 21-page, wildly diverse menu where quesadillas live alongside edamame and chicken is prepared in the styles of Parmesan, teriyaki, and barbecue? It's like they decided to put every restaurant in the neighborhood under one roof. Well, yeah, exactly. David Overton would keep close watching the restaurants trending in his neighborhood for menu inspiration. If he saw a bunch of people eating at a new Mexican restaurant, he'd add Mexican food to the menu. When he noticed a new Italian restaurant was creating lines around the block, boom, TCF would start making pasta. David told Thrillist in 2018,
I didn't want another restaurant to open down the block and take my business away. We just kept putting things on the menu that people seemed to like. Finally, I thought, well, there's nothing that America wants that we shouldn't be able to put on the menu. So we just kept at it.
And they really did. By the early 90s, this Babu's Dream Cafe model is a clear, quick success. The menu continues to balloon, as does Bon Jovi's hair, and they open restaurants on the East Coast. 1992, the company goes public, and they bring in restaurant designers who implement that whole, hey, this kind of looks like Egypt if it was built by Siegfried and Roy, and also you kind of have to squint your eyes vibe that we all know and love. It's definitely pretty random, but it's evolved into their trademark style. Throughout the 90s, the Cheesecake Factory kept expanding across the country, quickly becoming the preferred date spot for everyone from promiscuous teenagers to recent divorcees. And their menu just kept getting bigger. Bon Jovi, however, gets a haircut. Looking good, Bon. The restaurant also started becoming known for its giant-ass portions. David Overton was inspired by the enormous portions he saw in retirement communities in Florida, and they wanted to make sure you had some leftovers, right? The year 2000, Earth narrowly avoids a Y2K disaster. Good news for humanity, and by extension, the Cheesecake Factory, because in the mid-2000s, the cult of the Cheesecake Factory grows. Penny from The Big Bang Theory works at the Cheesecake Factory in the show, which was the most popular comedy on TV for like a decade for some reason. 2011, they expanded internationally to Dubai, where the restaurant is at the bottom of a freaking indoor ski slope that's so Dubai. In the mid-2010s, after hitting a whopping 250 menu items, Overton caps a growth and says no more. But they continue to expand their menu by swapping 10 to 15 old items out with new recipes every year. On that note, bring back the crab wontons. They were delicious. Swap them in for the shepherd's pie. I mean, who's even ordering that? Also in the
Okay, come on.
mid-2010s, the Cheesecake
Let's
Factory
not go
develops a
too
cult following among professional athletes who, just to be clear, are mostly millionaires. Chris Paul is obsessed with the teriyaki chicken. James Harden found out he got traded to the Rockets at a Cheesecake Factory. And Vince Young spends $5,000 in 1 week at the Cheesecake Factory. How do you even do that? That's like 870 avocado egg rolls. 2017, a writer for Thrillers ranks all 34 cheesecake flavors in one sitting and somehow does not throw up. It's a modern miracle. 2020, the Cheesecake Factory is one of the most successful restaurant chains in the world and is named one of Forbes 100 best companies to work for, even though the servers at the Cheesecake Factory go through a grueling 2-week training process where they study the entire 21-page menu cover to cover. I do hear they get free cheesecake, though, which is nice. From a basement in Detroit to every strip mall in America, fan favorite for NBA players and suburban splurgers alike, thank you, Cheesecake Factory, for being every restaurant on the block under one pseudo-Egyptian-looking roof. Oh, thanks for the leftovers, too. Thanks for watching.
Yay.
I don't buy it. I don't buy this propaganda.
Chatwin's a conspiracy
I
theorist.
don't believe it.
Nah,
The
man.
myth of the microwave, Chatwin.
It's true.
It's aliens, man. It's fucking aliens. Those Cheesecake Factories are alive. That's
They
why
are.
you can't kill them.
And they know what you want. They know what you desire.
Man.
Yeah, man. Cheesecake Factory. I'm getting it for dinner. I've studied it so much today that I'm craving it.
You deserve it.
Yeah,
That's
getting
fair.
it for dinner. I'm getting some avocado egg rolls. That's happening. That's what's gonna happen.
Have you decided what you're going to order? Are you going to get the old standard?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing about the Cheesecake Factory
You've
menu
got
too. is
options.
I know. Like you can always go for what you know and like what's you know is good, or you could go for something else. And there's like a 10 to 15% chance you're not gonna like it, but you probably will like it, whatever it is. But will it be better than what you know is like the best? You know.
I say go for a Glamburger. Take one for the team.
Let's find out now. Let's check it out.
Where did you get that? Did you steal that from an
Stole
actual? You did,
No,
didn't you?
so remember I told you I was waiting for it to come in. I thought about it. I was like, I could just go to Cheesecake Factory and finagle one of these out, like just have Nadine sneak it in her purse. But no, I ordered it off of eBay. It was like $12.
Okay.
So shout out to some dude in like North Carolina who shipped this to me, even though
He
there's a
definitely
cheesecake,
stole it.
Yeah, he definitely
even,
stole.
even though there's a Cheesecake Factory like 22 minutes away. I don't know. It's probably not a salad. Although some of their salads, my dad for years would eat the Santa Fe salad. That's like all he would eat when he was like on his
Wow.
health kick. He would get like the mahi-mahi or fish every once in a while. But Santa Fe salad. And
Does that have a little roasted corn in there?
yeah. It's got the
Love some
corn and
roasted corn.
the chicken and that like cilantro vinaigrette. But the thing about their salads are, you think the salad is healthy, right? A few years back, they started putting the calories on the menu. Santa Fe salad, 1,600 calories.
It's got to be the dressing, right?
Yeah, they're putting a whole carafe.
Well, it's the dressing, and it's just the size of the salad. It's huge. Another one of their philosophies was like family style dining, right? So he would like make the food big enough for there to be leftovers at the end. Let's see. Their specialties is where things really come together. They used to have also on the menu that they don't have anymore was their grande burrito. I don't know if you remember the grande burrito. It was a burrito that was probably bigger than this cup. Like it was fucking huge. I don't know how to it was ridiculously big, and it was just stuffed with rice and chicken and guac and sour cream and cheese and like, oh my god. But it was fucking huge.
I like a restaurant that delivers on that.
Yeah.
When you mention your dad and a tradition at a restaurant, I remembered my tradition with my dad at a restaurant, which is whenever we'd go to a restaurant, he would get the largest burrito on the menu, and he would do the same joke when it arrived. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I ordered the big one," and it would happen every time.
Kills.
The waiter would be forced to laugh, and my stepmom and I would die on the inside. And we knew it would happen every time. The only reason he liked going to Mexican restaurants.
Damn.
That's funny. Every time.
Every time.
My dad, one time we were in Italy, and my dad ordered a fish off the menu, and the waiter was like, I'm not gonna Italian accent. Oh, this fish is for 4 people. You guys will share? And my dad was like, no, it's just for me. And it wasn't like a huge size fish. It was just like a normal size, like a branzino or something, right? But in Italy, obviously, like the portions are a lot smaller. Like you would eat like a pasta dish, and then like a piece of fish on the side, and then some dessert, and call it a day. But my dad ate the whole fish, like the whole fish and some pasta or whatever, and the waiters were just like they cut it for him and put it on his plate and whatever it is, and then they just watched him eat it. They just like stared off to the side and just like in amazement, like, oh, mamma mia, he's eating the whole thing. Oh my god,
the stomach.
He's going to be
fish
full.
was enough for a whole family.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Their burgers are good, but I don't know if
I'm not huge on restaurant burgers in general.
I prefer a
a
fast food burger.
traditionalist.
I think I prefer a fast food burger, honestly. Or like the fanciest burgers. Like, have you ever? Do they have the Habit in Vegas? I don't know if they have that there.
Yeah, they do have them.
Oh, okay.
They're okay.
Well, yeah, they're all right. But that's like, I feel like that's like the Habit. In-N-Out is like very borderline fast food. It is fast food, but like it's a little bit more premium. But like the Habit,
have you had an R Burger?
R Burger.
Yeah, they're here in Vegas. I think they're from like Bakersfield, and they're fucking awesome.
No,
if you see them out
just
in
like the
California,
letter R.
Yeah, R Burger.
One place I will say that is an exception to the rule, and maybe because its whole thing is burgers, is Red Robin. I do love a fucking Red Robin burger, especially because
Red Robin is dying. It is bleeding.
Is it?
I have not. Yeah. When was the last time you saw Red Robin?
Years. I mean, they're almost every mall, but it's been years since I've been to one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it. Good riddance.
Yeah.
No?
Agreed. Agreed. I don't like Red Robin. Fuck Red Robin.
Really?
I can get a good burger anywhere. Why do I need to go to a restaurant that only
just
does
said you
burgers?
don't like burgers at restaurants.
Yeah, exactly. But a hamburger restaurant like a In-N-Out or McDonald's, sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair.
Red Robin. The burgers are too big. You can't open your mouth wide enough to eat it. I don't like that in a burger.
I honestly don't remember. It's been years since maybe it's just the endless fries that I miss.
Oh well,
and I love their fries. Their steak fries. Did you guys know? I just found this out the other day. Did you guys know that KFC got rid of their wedges?
Oh,
what, the potato wedges?
Yeah,
that's a shame.
In 2020, they just stopped. I was like, because the other day, Nadine was craving KFC.
Another potato shortage? What?
No, they just got rid. They still have fries. They have fries and they have fucking mashed potatoes. Just no wedges. And I was like, you know what? KFC does sound good because Nadine was craving it. The pregnancy. I was like, all right, we'll get some KFC. Sure, why not? And they had a deal where you get like enough food for 2 people for like $20. I was like, this is a good deal because everything else on the menu is like fucking $60. So I was like, all right, cool. And I'm looking for the sides. I'm like, all right, she wants the coleslaw. Coleslaw, sure. I want the wedges. Wedges sound good. I want some wedges. No fucking wedges. Look it up. Discontinued in 2020. Just shadow dropped them. Just bye-bye. Just
damn. You're the only one keeping them in businest.
What do you mean? It's been once in years. I don't think it's us keeping them in business. Wait, what'd you say, Eric?
What side you get instead?
Mashed potatoes. I wanted a potato.
If they got rid of the mashed potatoes, they might as well all crumble. That's
that's kind of their whole thing. I don't think even their chicken's their whole thing. It's all about the mashed potatoes, right?
Wow. Oh, you know what? I'll fight for you. Sure. Our chicken does kind of suck.
Yeah, like the flavor of the breading is good, but it's not like the best chicken or.
It's the only place where you have to get crispy by necessity because
Extra
the regular
crispy.
is so damn soggy.
I don't think I've ever had the regular. I've only ever had the extra crispy.
They just slap you in the face if you order regular. They're like, "What are you doing? Who are you?"
Yeah, so I do prefer like a Cane. I think Cane's is probably one of my favorite chicken.
Very divisive.
Yeah, I do not like Cane's anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's a shame because I used to really like it, but if you notice, man, their chicken keeps getting smaller and smaller, and it's just as expensive.
See, I don't frequent fried chicken places enough to like keep tabs on it. I do the Cheesecake Factory. So,
Yeah.
but I
got
haven't
that
noticed that. But at the same time, I feel like I don't know. Are we even really eating chicken in this country? If you go eat chicken in any other country,
This is about the third time we've had this chicken conversation.
yeah, I know.
No, go on. No, please.
No, I want to hear it.
It's
I
just
do. One more time.
chicken everywhere else is different, man. I'm telling you, the texture, the taste, it's different. It's we're eating like fake cloned chicken or some shit here. I'm telling you.
Mm.
It breaks apart differently. The texture of chicken is different everywhere else, and I will stand by that. RFK, that's the one thing I'm down for with this administration is RFK is doing at least some decent stuff with the Maha, make America healthy again. Maha. Isn't that from the Amanda Show? Wasn't that the?
I landed on that the other day. Yeah.
Maha. Editor, throw up Maha.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and they just banned artificial food dyes in America, and they have to like comply by like I think 2026.
Yeah,
or something.
they just banned him.
Kudos. I applaud that. I keep it going. Get real chicken. Bring real chicken back. Let's
Bring
that
back the damn potato wedges.
Yeah, bring back
Where'd they
potato
go?
wedges. Yeah.
I feel like they just like there was too much space in the kitchen that they wanted to get rid of. Where it's like, oh, well, we could put like a damn boombox or a radio here for the youth.
Get rid of the regular
the,
fries.
The
Keep
wedging
wedges.
machine.
Keep the wedges. Yeah, I digress. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's that's Cheesecake Factory. I don't know if you guys got anything else to add, or if you want to talk about your favorite memory at the Cheesecake Factory, if you have one.
That's a good question. I feel like that was a good like. Oh, you got a group of 5 or so friends. Let's go to the Cheesecake.
Hell yeah. The prices are a little crazy now, but used to be pretty, like $10, $12 per item. Now it's like double.
I was baptized at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I remember I was there.
Yeah. You dipped me.
Avocado egg roll. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and that cilantro dip.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one full either.
Really?
The place is fucking massive. Have you seen them full?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the one at Green Valley Ranch, the one by my grandma's house.
Yeah.
Full
I
all the
agree.
time, especially on weekends. And they accept reservations now, but they didn't ever used to accept reservations. So you would walk in there and you'd be like, hey, can I get a table for 6? And you'd see so many people waiting in the lobby or waiting outside or whatever it is. And you're like, fuck, it's going to be a while. And they'd be like, yeah, 30, 45 minutes or 45 minutes to an hour. I'm like, fuck.
To your point, though, I bet it's not as full now. 'Cause,
Probably.
in the 2010s or whatever, yeah, it was full a shit ton. But now I bet it just thinned out a bit.
Well, I mean, also now you got a lot more people doing delivery and takeout's much more of a thing now. So probably, yeah, not as full as
Going to hamburger restaurants instead.
Exactly. Hitting up all the Red Robins as they die across the country.
It really reminds me of like that Cheesecake Factory is like McDonald's, where they like have perfected this assembly line. They've got this weird real estate like angle, and they got something that works that must be able to keep the lights on and be functional. But it doesn't seem like it would be. That's what I'm telling you, man. They're fucking aliens.
It doesn't. It shouldn't work, but it does. It works somehow. That's how. How does it work? Somehow.
I don't believe that propaganda. I don't think there ever was that lady that ever made steaks in Detroit. I think that's all a charade.
Michael isn't a myth.
Smoke and beers.
You think his mom is fake?
I don't
Fake
believe
mom.
it.
Fake mom.
I do not believe that origin story. And if it
Don't
is,
believe it, Evelyn.
I highly doubt it.
That guy's never had a pie in his life.
I don't believe it.
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't believe in the Cheesecake Factory.
Well, I don't believe in dinosaurs.
Okay.
What about you, Eric?
Don't fight in front of Plank. This is making him upset.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
God.
tell. He's all eyes, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
That's crazy talk.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys were here to join me for our exploration of the Cheesecake Factory, its menu, and its history. Even though we got some skeptics, but that's okay because
You're damn right. If
every
anything,
good
there's
story-
more questions now than answers.
yeah, exactly. And those questions will never be answered. Who's Sheila? Who the fuck is Renee? We'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
But this has been Everything is Everything.
I forgot to talk about the bread. Eat the bread. The bread is so good. You get white bread and brown bread, and you get to choose. Actually, you get both. You don't have to choose. You can eat both. Eat the bread.
Everything is Everything is an ABD Productions podcast. Executive produced and hosted by David Abdu, Chatwin Cray, and Eric Helling. Video and audio captured by Riverside.fm. If you have any inquiries, please reach out to us via everythingiseverything69@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.